Hi guys, today we'll move with you from Warsaw to the beautiful city Gdańsk. I will show you our way, moving atmosphere, room tour and food shopping. Enjoy the viewing! While we are packing our bags, I will tell you why Gdańsk. We chose Warsaw as the first Polish city for living because it's the capital. It's beautiful here and there are many things to do. And then we chose Gdańsk, simply because we really liked it visually. We saw that the city stands on the canals, there is a sea, and in general it's very different from all other Polish cities. And it doesn't matter that it's very far from Warsaw. Is it sad to leave Warsaw, the capital of Poland? Yes, a little sad, because I really fell in love with the city for its atmosphere, incredible places, and such skyscrapers, views. We will have a Warsaw, just so you know. But this is on the one hand. On the other hand, Andrew and I really like to explore new places, and personally well, probably Andrew too, is not attached to places, to housing, to the city, and it's already quite easy for us to move. So it was great here, but it won't get any worse. So let's go! Especially for those who didn't watch the last move, I show an apartment in Warsaw. It's so cozy. Here are our suitcases. By the way, there was more stuff, but we somehow fit it into suitcases and backpacks. We'll even be without bags, there is only water. We cleaned up everything here, as usual. Andrew is here, yes, such a room, a bathroom, a corridor, and a kitchen.
Told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
We have come to the Warsaw railway station. It is very beautiful, stylish and clean, and there is Biedronka on the second floor. We used to come here sometimes because we live very close by. An interesting fact is that there are 3 stations in Warsaw: Warszawa Centralna, Warszawa Wschodnia and Warszawa Zachodnia. For some reason I couldn't remember it. Well, okay, we are now in Warszawa Centralna, and from here you can get to anywhere in Poland. For our journey we chose the PKP Intercity train. It is the leader of the Polish railways that use high-speed trains. By the way, the tickets turned out to be more expensive than we thought, 338 zlotys for 2, but at least we will travel with increased comfort, as we are promised. A few more words about the company. Firstly, they have a very convenient website and it's easy to buy tickets. Secondly, trains run to all major cities in Poland and to some European ones, such as Berlin. In Poland in general, the infrastructure is well developed, so it's easy to move between cities and travel to other countries of the Schengen zone, for example to Austria, the Czech Republic or Germany. So, an overview of our place. Where do we start? Well, firstly, there is such a scene here, so that you can eat and drink. There are also different places for different scenes. Food rest, which is great. There is a mini trash can, it's so cute. There is a button here, thanks to which you could lie down. There is a lamp next to it. Let's turn the magic of touch buttons. Yes, here you can read when it's dark. What else? By the way, there is such a handle, and notice the difference in the width of the handles. So, as you can see, everything on this train has been thought out to the last detail. Anyway, I'm thrilled. The window is almost perfectly clean. Really cool wagons. You can see a place for luggage, a place for bicycles, just very convenient. By the way, there are plenty of places for luggage upstairs, and the restroom, of course.
Шрифт Брайля, розетка, сенсорные датчики. В общем, все четко.
This is what the wagons look like, and it's great that you can go like this from wagon to wagon, probably from the first to the last. In short, guys, I'm delighted. As soon as we entered the train carriage, pleasant classical music was playing here. And in general, let's go through the pros. Firstly, here is a very comfortable seats. It's very convenient to travel here. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? That's what trains are for, and we are riding the train very softly and quietly. Also, the seats are very spacious, as is the aisle between them. There is also Wi-Fi and sockets, which is convenient for people who need to work, or especially for those who travel far away. And there is also a restaurant car. On some trains, I don't know if ours has it or no, we won't be traveling for long. And we also, by the way, were offered free water.
Поэтому реально вот в каждой детали ты понимаешь, за что были уплачены деньги.
We did a little food shopping with Ronka and we'll finally be eating. I'm personally very hungry. Прикольная колбаса с перцем. Такого мы еще не ели. So yes, we are in Gdansk. I wanted to shoot a beautiful video of its station, but it turned out to be under repair. But still, it's interesting that the station building combines two styles, Baroque and Renaissance. We decided to walk from the station and were simply stunned by the beauty of the city. How it differs from Warsaw. Just look. Only the fog spoils it a little, but it's so unusual. So many red brick buildings. This time we will live in the residential complex, due to the fact that we came to seaside Gdańsk in the winter and not in the summer during the season. Housing cost us 3 times cheaper. We were shocked when we found out the price of rent in the summer. I'll tell you how much we spent later, but for now we'll move into the apartment and show it to you. So, are you ready for the room tour? Well, let's go. We are entering the apartment and see such corridor here. Unfortunately, there is nowhere to put any things, there is no shelf, nothing, but there is a full-length mirror. Next, we go to the shower room. This is such a beautiful round mirror. I love round mirrors, everything is so white, stylish, it looks like a hotel, very cool. In general, everything here is so stylish, the colors are very pleasant, so minimalistic. Go ahead, I don't want to show the most important room right away. Bedroom. Here it is. Of course, the view is very interesting, on other balconies, on this house, but nothing. Here is such a bed, an interesting wall, and the cool lamps. One of the minuses of the apartment is a broken bedside table. Why? Unclear. Cabinets open with a push, hangers are present, it turns out to be a lot of space. Here is another closet, and there is also a place at the top. If that's not enough, let's go further into the main room. Beauty. In short, I will immediately show you how a specific door to the balcony opens here, like this. It's cold there now, the fog is very strong, it's already dark, by the way. Well, this is what the yard looks like. There is a lawn down here, that's why I say that the view is not the best. There is a TV and a dining work area. The chairs are uncomfortable, but the table is comfortable because it's large and just enough for two of us. Looks beautiful. The kitchen is very stylish at first glance, very cool. I think the second one too. Well, in terms of visual style and colors, of course, it looks gorgeous. I'm in shock. Stove, fridge. Yes, the fridge is a bit of disappointment because it's small. Well, we didn't know. All the necessary kitchen appliances seem to be there. Dishwasher and washing machine that opens from the button. That's a common one. By the way, if you noticed, there is no oven. There is only a stove and microwave. I'll show you the whole apartment, how it looks. Write in the comments whether you like the apartment or not. Well, by the way, second minus that we notice is the dirty floor. And so, overall, it's clean, minimalistic, and by the way, it smells of renovation. So we went in, it feels like we are the first tenants, and right away I remember the period when we moved into our first apartment. It was in Dnipro, Ukraine. How much did this apartment cost?
5500 złotych.
Yes, it cost like this. By the way, of the options, in principle, there were no more. We were looking for an apartment in Gdańsk, but in general, there was only this adequate option. The rest were strange or expensive. And I was not joking when I said that in the summer it costs 3 times more. So we went to the 6th floor, looking for a lift to the roof, and here it is, the gym. Most likely free for residents, but we will check. But the atmosphere here is really cool. Here are all sorts of sports equipment. I like it. I would like to come here. And we did go to the roof, but it's very dark and foggy here now, so all we see is such darkness. There must be a very beautiful view here, but now, yes, thanks to the fog, you can't see anything at all. I think we will come out here one day when the weather is nicer and we'll record the video for you normally. There are benches, a table, you can sit, eat something, have fun. We went to the store and it's so quiet here, just no sound at all. Because today is Christmas, just listen. It's like the city just died out. I really love these moments in the early morning or at night when there is no one at all. It's not night now, it's still evening. What time is it? 6 o'clock. On the one hand, I love people, but probably I love more when these people are not there or very few. Yes, you understood correctly, or maybe you didn't understand, but we went to Żabka. For the first time, we shopped there. Initially, we messed up with the dates, and our apartment reservation in Warsaw ended on December 24th, just in time for Christmas. Therefore, on this day, we had to move. We moved, and it turned out that on this day the big shops are closed at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, like only Żabka remains, a small store, and we went to it just before closing. We had to buy what we see. Anyway, got groceries for the first few days. The big stores won't be open until Tuesday. I hope we survive. So we took salt, pasta, sausages, not very healthy food. Well, it is what it is. The loaves, another pasta. By the way, Żabka has a good product range, as it turned out. Next we took rice. We want to cook it with milk, or maybe not, we'll see. Also get jelly to celebrate the move. Then we took ready-to-eat food. There is a lot of it in Żabka and it's convenient. I hope it's good and everything will be fine with us. I took mashed potatoes, cutlet and beetroot. Another set meal with a salad, gooseberry jelly. So what else did we take? Liquid soap, because there are no simple things like soap. I don't know why. We got this pudding, a protein thin like yogurt, the same food set, milk for breakfast. Andrew took a beer for himself and this one for me. I hope it doesn't disappoint me. Olive oil, then Andrew took such a set for himself. It looks like a chicken Kiev, but not fact. And some kind of carrots, vegetables. We also took such an ordinary sausage, cheese, oatmeal, butter and mozzarella cheese. That seems to be all, not so much, but maybe a lot considering that this is Żabka and a tiny store. All this together came out for 168 zlotys. A lot or little, it's up to you. But of course the small shops are more expensive, but we didn't have other options. So here's the purchase. Thank you for going through another move with us. Like this video if you were interested and you are waiting for the videos from Gdańsk. We'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye!